Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you a quick fix for your primal squat. This video is sponsored by the mobility and body products at grownliving.com. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Grown and Healthy, the channel where we explore self-improvement through movement. And in today's video, I'm going to show you a quick fix for your primal squat, Asian squat, deep squat, whatever you call it. This is a lot more beneficial for your body, for your joints, because we're putting it through a range of motion that, if done on a daily basis, will improve our other movement. While it looks like a sagittal move getting into a squat, it actually takes a component of the frontal plane. The sagittal is going forward and back, as you'd see here. So a hinge or a squat would be considered a sagittal plane movement. And a lat raise or an abducted leg would be considered a frontal plane movement. What you have to understand is the way that we articulate our joints, they internally and externally rotate at different points in order to achieve different positions. And in this case, what may look like just a sagittal plane movement actually incorporates our frontal plane muscles. So in this case, we're talking about the adductors, which is bringing the legs together, and the abductors, bringing the legs apart. These two sectors play a pivotal point, no pun intended, in getting you towards the ground. So as we lower our body, the hips or the hip flexors will do a internal rotation at the pelvis. The shin will externally rotate and the ankles will internally rotate. So we're kind of using these rotational mechanisms to get ourselves down into a deep squat. So as we go down, the further we go down, is the more that we're going to need to incorporate the frontal plane. Now, one thing to understand is that when putting your ankle at its lowest point, that internal rotation will lead to a flattening of the foot. So you will pronate. And for most people, you'll see them go outwards. And this again exhibits a little weakness in the adductors. In order to build that strength in this motion, what I'll use is two tools. One, a band, and a squeezable ball. Now this one weighs 10 pounds. It can weigh anything. You can use a balloon if you'd like. Now the weight of this doesn't matter. It's really about the width. I'm going to stand up and I'm just going to pulse, squeeze the ball and try to extend the hips as much as you can while doing this, and squeeze. I'm going to squeeze for about 10 times. Your feet don't have to be as close as I am, but it should be close enough that you're actually putting tension on the ball. Now already you're going to feel some response from those muscles, and you might even find a significant change in your squat. But we're going to take that a little further and we're going to get into this squat position, holding the ball between the legs. And as we go down, we're going to keep the ball there and we're going to go as far as we can. If you can only go down here, then that's fine. And then from there, we would squeeze, but I'm going to go a little further, holding the ball, bracing the ball, and I'm going to squeeze, pulsing. And as you get better with that, you can incorporate actually holding for a duration for 30 seconds. And as you're holding this position, try to align the back and fix any rounding of the spine if you can. After that becomes easier, then we're going to try to actually suspend the ball as we lower into the squat. Now this is probably going to take once you're able to do this, this will probably be as much as you need. It may slip out. Don't wear pants while doing this. Wear shorts. All right, and then go into the squat and then squeeze together. That will really put some fire in between your legs for the abduction. The body works synergistically. The strength of the adductors is only allowed through competence and ability in the abductors. We are now going to work on the abduction of the legs using a band. Just like with the ball, we are going to prime the muscles, walk a little further out, squeeze, or press outwards, pulse that for about 10 times to kind of prime the muscles. And then we're gonna pick a decent width. Now, if you are struggling with getting into this position in the first place, the wider may be a better stance for you, may be easier. So let's start with that first. We have the band right above the knee, not on the knee or on the kneecap. We're gonna pick a decent width. And as we go down, we are going to spread the groin, spreading the knees. We're not keeping the knees buckled in, we're spreading them out, bowing out the legs, creating this bow shape. And as we go down, we're gonna place or press against the band. And then we're gonna go down into this, and we're gonna hold this. You can even pulse 10 times, but for the strength of this band, I only need to press against it. And you wanna press against for 30 seconds, up to that. And as you press, the longer you press is the more that your body relaxes into this deep squat position. I like to work on the adduction portion with the ball for 4 rounds of 30 seconds of squeezing, 30 seconds of rest. And I'll do the same for the abduction, which is the band. I will do this for 4, 5 rounds sometimes of 30 seconds and resting for 30 seconds. Don't overdo this. If you feel any pain, stop immediately. And if you feel pain, it may be the depth that you're going at. So don't force the depth immediately. Work on more the force that you're applying, whether in adduction or in abduction. You're trying to put as much force as you can into the resistance band or into squeezing the ball together to develop the strength. Strength is confidence. Your inability to squat is really a lack of confidence in getting into that position. Now, you don't have to start as narrow as I am. I'm starting as narrow as I can to keep the ball between my legs. You can work on a wider stance. Then we can now do a free-formed deep squat. Again, getting into the position. Don't go too slow because you may overthink the process. Take your time, going down. Biasing your weight from heel to toe to find the right position for you. And there you go, a quick fix for the deep squat. Now, if there's any issue that you'll have, it'll be from pulling in your lower abdomen. Now that you've done the work for the abductors and the adductors, you may feel that the lower abdomen is not carrying the weight or actually is too weak to keep your abdomen towards the thighs. And for that, all you have to do is practice. Again, with the ball, hold the ball out. And as you are holding the ball, I want you to lean the torso forward. Even if that means to lift the leg, lean the torso forward and tense your pelvic floor, squeezing the Kegel muscle, pulse the Kegel muscle, and then isometrically contract the Kegel. And you can hold this for 30 seconds. That should be all that is needed to get you into a deep squat. This has been Grown and Healthy, the channel where we explore self-improvement through movement. Thanks for watching.